Okay. The question is it good to go back to a violent marriage, all in the name of not being single? Now, let me answer your question with a question. So, let's say this is Christmas. We know Christmas is coming. Now, you tie a goat. You tie a goat. And 2 days to the goat now get loose and run off. Do you think that goat should come back or the goat should remain? What do you think? That's how your case is. Ewúrẹ́ tán fẹ́ pa. Tọ́lọ́run ti save. Let me say it back in English. Your case is someone like that God has delivered. And you now go back to your trouble. My dear, in the first place, how do you think God will even feel? He has saved you. You know when you read, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not fear. He makes me lie down, walk through the valley of the shadow. My dear, he saved you from the valley of the shadow of death. You now use your 2 legs and enter. Put yourself in God's shoe. If you call him and say he should save you again, do you think he will answer you? Now, to answer your question, if you have left an abusive marriage, the only way you can go back, let me be practical now, joke aside. Number 1, if the elders of your family is involved. 2, the pastor is involved. The pastor who joined the both of you together is involved. 3, and if he agrees to go on counseling with police reports that he would never lay his hand on you. Thank you so much, Mr. K Beauty. That's if you don't have kids for it. If you have kids for each other. This is for people who have kids for each other. If you have kids for each other and he comes begging, I will change, I will do the work, I will go to therapy, I will not touch you. This is where you bring in your lawyer, bring in your pastor, 3 witness, pastor, parents, the 2 side parents, that's 2 different, and your pastor, and getting your lawyer with police that will never lay his hands on you. Then, just because of your kids, you might consider that's on you. Now, thank you so much, K Beauty. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Kendi. Thank you so much. Now, if you know that this ewúrẹ́ in question, the goat does not have any child, or you don't, let me stop using goat. You don't have any children. You did not even burn fowl leg for him, not to talk of chicken eye, not to talk of tolo toothpick. My dear, run and don't look back. Because the minute you have kids for him, hey, Chebi, he beat you the last time. My dear, will not beat you again. It is punching. Alubara, alufe okuni. Sorry for those of you who don't understand Yoruba. Meaning, it will now be poo. Oh, you have kids. That's the problem. So because you have kids, give way for one reconciliation. But that one reconciliation, make sure, I know nobody has lawyer, so make sure you go to police, let him bring police reports that he will never lay his hand on you. And if anything happens to you, he would be held responsibly. Then let him go for therapy first. Make sure that for the first 6 months, he's coming to visit you. Don't just move into his house. Save yourself. Because for me, I will not advise divorce. So, not even in this economy. I understand. Because at the end of the day, you can't just, you have to be able to beat your chest. I know a lot of people will disagree. Please, I know. But look at it my way. The first question people will ask you, what did you do before running? Did you report to his parents? Did you report to the pastor? Did you give room for reconciliation and growth? Trust me, it will never change. But at least give room for that, for the sake of your children, so that the 2 young children can see that, Shebi mommy went back to try, even though we didn't want mommy to go back. Even though every fiber of my being is telling you don't go back. But our culture and value, I need to be very smart about this. Don't just go back. Let him come visit your house. Once in 6 months. Give room for him to come. Like you guys are dating, get to know him again. Make sure you write police report. So in case if you pie, he can go to prison. And when he does that police, print it out. Give one to your parents, give one to him. That if anything happens to you, or if he lays his hand on you again, he would sign divorce. And you can charge him to court. So if he can abide by your new rules and regulations, I went back 2020, but it did not change, and now he wants me back again. So wait. So this is the second back. My sister, do not go back. Back where? My sister, if you go back, let me tell you something, what this abuser do. The first time you leave, maybe they're just slapping you. I'm sorry, I will not do it again. And you come back. It will turn to he. You leave. I'm sorry, I will not do it again. You come back. So she took slap. She took beating. She's come. Let's try punching. You go and come back again. It is. So my sister, help yourself so that we will not write RIP for you. If you want to be in the children's life, set clear boundaries. I will even advise you to move states, change states. It's better for you to drink garri because your children will buy you jollof rice and chicken in future than for you to go back and be eating fried rice and chicken with a man. And after you eat fried rice and chicken with a man, it is punishing. Enjoyment with suffering, no be life. And at the end of the day, your future, you don't even have teeth to eat the chicken. Imagine seeing chicken and you cannot eat it. That is not a life. So my advice is, please do not go back. If worse come to worse, post on your page that you need help. Let good Nigerians help and contribute money for you to start a good business. Going back is dangerous. God bless you, sis.